When life gets unpredictable, preparation matters. In medicine, it's all about staying alert, ready for whatever comes through the door. On the road, it's no different. That's why Volvo designs vehicles to help anticipate risk, reduce harm, and protect lives. The Volvo XC90's advanced safety systems inspire confident decisions wherever the road takes you. The Volvo XC90, for life. Proud sponsor of the Pit Podcast. Learn more at volvocars.ca/safety.
We've had a lot of focus on how COVID-19 is affecting seniors in Quebec, but this virus is no joke for anyone. Nobody's immune to COVID-19. Our next guest is a 36-year-old Montrealer who contracted COVID-19 and has gone through quite the ordeal. Giuliano Biagioni joins me on the line. Hi, Giuliano.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
Morning to you. Listen, I'm happy to, I didn't know what kind of voice I was going to hear. It sounds like you are doing much better than how you were doing.
Well, forget I was in the hospital last Sunday. I've improved quite a lot.
Oh, my goodness. Can we just go back? Can you give me the timeline? You got COVID-19 out of the country, correct?
Yes.
So tell me, give it to me from the start. Give me your story because it's an incredible one.
All right. So we were on a trip, friends together in Saint-Martin. We came back from, I came back on the 19th of March, and I started having symptoms the same evening. So as I got home, I started having like mild symptoms, flu-like symptoms, and then it went like worse very quickly. Every single day, I was getting worse and worse. At some point, fever was getting out of control. I was over 39. Then there was body aches, my skin was hurting, and then I wasn't sure it was the virus at that point because you keep reading online and see maybe it's not that, maybe it's just the flu.
And it was still early. It was still early. It was before really the shutdowns had begun, right?
There was not even 25 cases in Quebec at that point. So and you try to convince yourself that that's not it. It's impossible, all right? So, but then when I lost my taste and smell, then I was like, okay, this is weird. So I stayed home for almost a week with fever and everything, and at some point I started having dementia because of the fever.
Wow. Which
means I was like talking to myself. I was seeing things that didn't make any sense. I was carrying my girlfriend, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Then I went to the hospital, and then because I got tested because I knew something was wrong for sure. So I came back on the 19th. I went for tests on the 23rd, but I only got my results on the 27th on Friday. But in between, I was so much in distress that I had to call 911. So I go to the hospital. I tell them that I'm pretty positive that I have COVID. I don't have aspirin anymore because of a trauma I had 7 years ago. They did a scan and they saw pneumonia on my lungs. So they're like, we're going to keep you here. So I stayed the whole night. The next morning, they discharged me for a reason that I don't know why. They gave me antibiotics.
They discharged you the next day?
Yeah, the next morning. Yeah. So I went back home. My girlfriend looked at me. I looked like I looked bad.
You did
very bad.
Yeah.
I went to bed that night. I tried to sleep. It's very hard to sleep with the virus. It really I don't know how or why, but it just prevents you from sleeping properly.
Yeah.
A lot of sweats during sleep, like a lot. So the next morning I couldn't breathe. So I'm trying to breathe as hard as I can. Nothing comes in, nothing comes out. I start panicking. So I call my mother. My mother calls a friend of the family who's a doctor. And we explained what happened in their lives. Because I felt like guilty calling the 911 again. I was like, oh, they're going to maybe turn me away again.
Yeah.
The doctor said 911 right away. So we called again. The guys came to pick me up, brought me to the hospital, and then they kept me in. As soon as I arrived to the CHUM, they told me that I'm going to be on a respirator.
So they put you, because I want to make sure we get your whole story in here, Giuliano. So they put you on a respirator. And they put you in a coma.
Yeah. Well, that's the third day. So when I arrived at CHUM, they saw that I was reacting well to the oxygen. Mm-hmm. So they left me that way for a while. I was still having dementia because of the fever. I called people and said weird things. I texted my girlfriend like very, very weird things.
Wow.
Then it gets blurry in my head. But 2 days afterwards, they decided to put me on the respirator. So when they put you on a respirator, you have to be in a coma, induced coma.
Yeah.
So I was in a coma for 6 days.
Wow.
I can't remember anything from it. When I woke up, I was, you're kind of lost. You're kind of like in a limbo. Like, you're not like dreaming. You're like not awake properly.
Yeah.
But it's very, very weird the way you feel. It feels like you're in a dream, but you're not dreaming. So it's very, very special.
When did the recovery start? When did you start to say, okay, I've turned the corner, I'm getting better?
Well, it was supposed to be after the respirator. But as soon as I came back to my room, they put me. They took me out of the intensive care, so they took me upstairs. But then I collapsed in my room. I was doing embolias in both of my lungs, so blood clot in both of my lungs that almost killed me, so I couldn't breathe again.
My goodness.
Yeah, so they brought me back to the intensive care. We did a lot of tests, scans, oxygen, you name it, and we treated the blood clots, and then they brought me back upstairs, and the recovery started there. So I recovered at the hospital. I recovered for like 5-6 days. Now when I'm recovering since last Sunday here at home, this is much better for me, like being my things and everything.
And Giuliano, can I ask you, the people that you were on vacation with, or your girlfriend here, like, has anyone else tested positive around you?
All of us.
All of you?
Yep. But they all had like super mild symptoms.
Wow.
Like most of them didn't have any symptoms, to be honest with you. But since we had the quarantine that we all had to go home somewhere, everybody went to their home, and we stayed there for 14 days. Yeah. I'm the only one who had like this massive virus. Yeah. All the rest of my friends had nothing, mild, a little bit of like fever, like 1 or 2 days, a little bit of cough.
But
lost of smell.
Giuliano, I know your friends had mild symptoms, but you did not. And I guess you got a message here for anyone who's 36 and listening to us. You do have to take this seriously.
Big time, because you don't know like if it's gonna be mild or not once you get it. So I've seen people being a little bit tired now and fed up of being at home.
Cooped up, yeah.
And you see in the U.S. now they're starting to they're protesting for some reason, but I think it's ridiculous, and it's definitely playing with fire.
Giuliano.
Yep.
Listen, thank you so much for coming on the program. We're out of time, but thanks for sharing your story.
Pleasure,
I do appreciate it.
Thank you for calling.
That's
Have a nice day.
Giuliano
Bye-bye.
Biagioni, 36-year-old Montrealer.